All right, let's talk about something that's quietly creeping up on us, a silent career killer set for 2026. It's called job hugging. And honestly, getting your head around this concept right now, it could be one of the most important things you do for your career. Seriously. So, let me ask you something straight up. That job you've got, the one that feels so safe and secure, what if it's actually a trap? I know, it's a heavy question, but it's one we've really got to unpack. Okay, just picture this with me for a second. We're in 2026, it's not that far away, and the world, it's kept moving at lightning speed, you know? AI is everywhere, the economy is shifting under our feet, and in the middle of all that chaos, your job, it feels like a safe harbor, right? You know the drill, you know the people, the systems. It's just comfortable, it's familiar. And hey, you made it through all those layoffs, right? All that turbulence and restructuring that took so many people out. You feel like you survived. You're one of the lucky ones. But here's the twist. That safety, that comfort you're holding on to so tightly, it's not real. It's an illusion. And worse, it's a trap, one that could completely wreck your career down the line. And that brings us to this brand new term for what's happening. So let's get right into it. What is job hugging? Okay, so here's the deal. Job hugging is basically clinging to your current job because you're afraid. That's it. It's trading that long-term growth you need for short-term comfort. And you might not even realize you're doing it. You know, it's kind of fascinating to see how these workplace trends evolve. A little while ago, everyone was talking about quiet quitting, right? Well, think of this as the next step. We've gone from that passive resistance to something more active, a kind of fear-based paralysis. So what's the real driver behind all this? It boils down to one simple, powerful fear. Nobody wants to be the new person. That whole last in, first out idea during layoffs, it feels scarier than ever. So what do? You just stay put. But here's the thing. Staying still like that, it has a cost, a really high, hidden cost. Let's dig into why this comfort is actually so dangerous. Well, first off, and this one's pretty immediate, your skills just start to waste away. It's like a muscle, right? If you're not constantly using new skills, flexing those professional muscles, they just get weaker. Here's a great way to think about it. Your career is like an operating system on your computer. What happens if you stop installing the updates? It gets slow, it gets buggy, and eventually it becomes totally useless, obsolete. And look at this. While you're staying put, hugging that job, the rest of the world, the job market, it's sprinting ahead. And this huge, dangerous gap opens up between what your skills are and what companies actually need. This is so important to get. The rules of the game have totally changed. Companies in 2026, they're looking for agility. They want to see that you can learn and adapt fast. That's way more valuable than just having a lot of years of experience on your resume. And this might be tough to hear, but it's the absolute truth of where we're headed. If the company you're loyal to isn't prioritizing your growth, your evolution, then that loyalty, it's basically a career death sentence. And then there's the money side of it, which is just painful. Think about it. Your salary goes up over the years, but your skills stay the same. You end up in this awful paradox where you're too expensive for your current company to keep, but not valuable enough for another company to hire. It's a trap. Okay, I know, that sounds pretty bleak, but here's the good news. There is a way out, and it's a powerful one. It's all about making a strategic pivot. Now, let's be super clear. The answer here is not to storm into your boss's office and quit tomorrow. That's just being reckless. You'd be trading one bad decision based on fear for another. This is about being smart, being strategic. So instead of job hugging, we need to start job leveraging. You see the difference? It means using that safe job you have as a launchpad for your next move, not as a place to hide. So what does that look like? Here's a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, audit your role. Be honest. Have you learned a genuinely new, valuable skill in the last 6 months? Step 2, build a portfolio. I'm not talking about just updating your resume. I mean a collection of your actual accomplishments. And step 3, start passive interviewing. You're not necessarily trying to leave. You're just testing the waters to see what you're really worth out there. At the end of the day, it all comes down to a shift in mindset. You have to stop thinking like an employee and start acting like the CEO of your own career. You are in charge here. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that the whole system has changed. The 2026 market doesn't reward loyalty for loyalty's sake. It rewards and it pays for adaptability. So it's time to let go of the past. Stop hugging that comfortable job. It's time to start building your future strategically. And so I'll leave you with this question. What's the first step you'll take? Not tomorrow, not next week. What's the one small thing you can do right now to go from hugging to leveraging? Really think about it.